We are live. My name is David, and I'm with Snow, and I'm going to share my research with Snow. The title of my research is called Changing Technologies and Changing Ecologies, Pedagogical Technologists in Schools. Okay, a brief introduction. I study pedagogical technologists, and these are people who work in schools. And they are not teachers in a traditional sense, and they are not technicians. Their job is to support the pedagogical aspect of teaching through IT.
Yeah.
And most schools don't have them. They are a new species.
Oh, really?
Yes, most schools do not have these people. Okay?
Because when I was in high school, my school had such people.
Okay, and this person was not a teacher.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's not very. We shouldn't call him teacher. I think kind of the lower.
Okay, it's similar.
Yeah.
But these people, in fact, are not timetable. They don't have a teaching timetable. All right. My research question is: how does a pedagogical technologist impact the school's ways of working with and through technology? All right. And I'm using the ecological metaphor as my conceptual framework.
Yeah.
So this is the pedagogical technologist, and there are two ecologies. One is a global ecology and one's a school ecology.
Yeah.
And the pedagogical technologist operates in a school ecology and then in a global ecology.
Yeah.
These boxes are the species, the different groups or things that the pedagogical technologist interacts with.
Yeah.
Okay? Ultimately, I want to see how the pedagogical technologist interacts with all of these things to affect this, the school's ways of doing it.
Okay.
All right. And my research is qualitative, and it entails case studies.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm trying to do is develop some analytical generalizations, not statistical generalizations. I'm just trying to explain what a pedagogical technologist can do. I'm not trying to make generalizations for all pedagogical technologists. And in each of my cases, as I will explain shortly, there's balance and variety in each scenario. Okay? My research plan began with finding my cases and talking with them. And I explained my research to them, and we looked for opportunities for learning. What was good? What would be interesting for me to observe? And so that's how I developed a research plan for each case. They were organized around certain scenarios or events, and then sometimes, by chance, I would have opportunities to interview people, among other things. So my research plan began with initial interviews, thought about opportunities for learning. I would go to observe and to interview, and there were snowball effects.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me go to the findings. Actually, let me go here first. How am I analyzing the data? Okay. How do I attack the data? And I use a three-pronged approach. One is I code according to the theoretical propositions for the ecological metaphor. So I code things according to
Your conceptual framework.
my conceptual framework. Okay. The second thing is after every data collection instance, I try to summarize and provide draw conclusions.
Yeah.
Okay, for each data pattern. And on top of that, I'm also comparing cases while I'm collecting data. So I'm doing meta-analysis as well. So this is for each case, and this is for all the cases.
And then you do a comparative.
Yes, and through these ways, I can establish internal validity. Okay, now here we go to the findings. Where do I even begin? This is the thing. Okay, well first, let me show you my revised conceptual framework. I realized that some of the species are more important than other species. Okay, so some are more prominent. I also discovered that there are some other features that I didn't account for, like interpersonal skills and other knowledge for the pedagogical technologist. So I realized that there's more to this picture than I originally planned, and some species are more emphasized than others. And this is the big thing. This is the university, school, pedagogical technologist, business collaboration. This is the social network.
Oh, yeah.